We can never understand the outcomes of today and how they're going to impact us 20 years from now. Someone could leave you, and you may today think this is the worst outcome of my life. Or like me, who's over $100 million, and today think, oh my God, I'm the most punished human being. This is the worst thing that happened.
We just got off the airplane. We're heading to the Wynn right now. We're in Las Vegas today. A little bit of a unique setting to be doing a vlog, but it is to talk about the pursuit of success, and not in the way that most people think. Most people watch YouTube videos to learn about how to become successful, learn about how to make money, learn how to get exorbitantly rich, but nobody talks about the pitfalls that are along that journey to ending up wealthy or independent or ultimately successful. And also, when you do get there, sometimes how unfulfilling or empty it might be, and how the pursuit of all of this success can actually in the end be pretty destructive. We're gonna have a pretty interesting conversation today with a number of people who you probably have heard of and known. I'm really excited about this because this is going to be a totally different take on success and how people go about trying to achieve it, but ultimately what they need to be most mindful of in the journey to getting there. So it's gonna be super cool. Great place to be able to do it. Vegas is always a good time, although it's not the good time that you would normally come here for. It's still gonna be a good time. Okay, so we're here at the Wynn Hotel Casino, which is a big staple of Las Vegas, like probably one of the biggest and best, also one of the fanciest. And I'm here to talk with David Meltzer, who's got a recording studio that he runs interviews and a TV show out of here inside. And David is one of the best known businessmen, entrepreneurs, keynote speakers, authors. He's also a huge humanitarian, but a guy that talks about all the shortcomings along the way to success, which is what we want to focus on today. Not necessarily the glamour and glitz and the finish line, but what happens along the way, and sometimes how that's not always so rosy and peachy. My name is Arjun Dingra. I am a two-time world champion and a 23-year veteran of the mortgage industry and student of the game. My sole mission is to help people make better decisions around taking out mortgage debt and increasing their financial literacy. And today is a huge, huge part of that. So I'm really excited about this piece that we're gonna do. We're gonna head inside and go meet with David. So that's Chris Gardner. You guys remember The Pursuit of Happiness, the role that Will Smith played, like beautiful film, super tear-jerking, inspiring. He was who the movie was based on. So we're gonna get to meet him here in a sec, which is crazy. Hey Chris, how are you, brother? It's an honor to meet you. Arjun, I'm gonna be on, I think, with you and Dave, but I live in San Francisco.
Oh, do you?
Yes, sir. And obviously, I mean, you're really well known and a big inspiration. But I was the host of a TV show, and I just featured Glide Memorial. And this was just 2 months ago, and we talked about you. I'm really glad to meet you.
Oh, wow.
Go on in. You guys grab coffee. Wow. It's like a major moment, man. A major moment. Really cool. So at the Blue Wire Studios, this is where we're going to be talking with David Meltzer. We just met Chris Gardner, which was incredible. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things in entrepreneurship, the pursuit of money, and how following it can sometimes be this false pathway to something that we're not expecting, right? It's like something that's actually dangerous or really negative or not so pleasant. So I'm pumped about this. This is going to be great. And in there right now are some really well-known entrepreneurs and athletes that are with David, but this is where it's going down. Much better looking now, right? Much better looking. Very cool. So there's a lot of like good energy, legendary feel to this place. I think we're getting set to go on, which is going to be awesome, but I'm excited. I don't even have any idea what we're talking about. People are like, do you ever get nervous before you go on and do these kinds of things? Or do you know what you're going to say? No, I have no clue. I just know we're going to talk. And if you know me, you know I like to talk. I met this great guy in Dallas. He spoke and gave a keynote at an event. He's an author, unbelievable coach, big community organizing guy. Like he's building up a nationwide community of entrepreneurs and people that are all learning and getting coached and wanting to level up and better up. But when you listen to this guy, you'll want to run through a wall if you listen to one of his keynotes. I'm telling you. I wanted to ask him, because you coach so many people and you speak to different groups and you are around high levels of success. You live in Manhattan. Like this is the epicenter of money, capital, and success and achievement. But while people are always pursuing that and they, you know, it looks like this great movie. There's also a dark side to it, where people sometimes fall short or not doing it for the right reasons, right? Or where the pursuit of money sometimes ends very empty. What do you say to people like that as you're coaching them or guiding them? Because you see this before it sometimes even happens.
Yeah, simply put, if you want to go higher, you have to go deeper to find out what are you connected to, what consciousness are you operating from, why are you doing this stuff. You can make money doing something, but if it's not filling your soul, if it's not why you're here, if it's not what you're called to do, it's actually, your soul's in exile. It's actually pretty deep stuff, but I speak from conscience. I spent 13 years on Wall Street, I was making money, but that's not why I'm here. I was out of alignment, and ultimately that gets you nowhere fast. But your soul could be redeemed. As soon as you get quiet and you connect, figure out why you're here, what your gifts are that were given to us, because they're not ours, and then be that channel to help other people reveal their light. Do it from the right consciousness. Share without an agenda. Resist the temptation of the ego. Don't do things for recognition. And when you do that, you become more connected to the light, to the creator, universe, source, whatever your thing is. Once you do it like that, that's when you reveal a ton of light for not only the people around you, but for yourself. And you'll get everything you ever wanted. Fulfillment, money, all those things.
I told you. You listen to this guy, you want to run through a wall. I love it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you and all you do, man. Showtime. Let's go. I said I want to see people. That's something I feel I make a very active effort daily to see people, anybody, anything. And even the guy who never got noticed, that looked a little bit out of shape, but he had a head of steel. That's why this guy's not getting knocked out. That to me is something. We can use that, right? And when I noticed the entire spark in someone's eye and their overall energy, when we look to either coach, inspire, lead, or pull something out of them, it changes when they feel noticed, when they feel seen, when they feel heard. You know, I think those are what the two of the bigger human needs are: to be loved and to be seen or wanted or feel like you have some purpose. So this society is very much about that. And that's where I give people the opportunity, because I want them to be seen. Nice. Guys, run a good show. Thanks, David. Love you too. Okay, be back. So just wrapped up here. We're gonna head to the dinner with a lot of the people that were on the panels and people that were being interviewed. There's already been some incredible people I've gotten to connect with, but amazing day, really great, and once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to meet and connect and collaborate with so many high-level thinkers, performers, and just inspiring figures. But it's another reminder that you gotta do what you gotta do to get into the room. Those opportunities don't come around, but when they do, you gotta seize them. You absolutely have to seize them. Super important. And also, more importantly, because the theme of this has all been about the pursuit of money and the pursuit of success and even happiness, right? To take the tagline, since we did get to talk with Chris Gardner today, and we're going to talk with him more at dinner. So where do people fall short in that, right? What are the dangers in that? Where are they missing it? That to me has been the most interesting part of today, is learning that from people and getting their take. So I look forward to getting more of it when we head to dinner and just continuing to connect and learn more. So let's go to dinner. Everyone's pursuing money and success, right? It's all over social media. Do this and you'll get rich. How to become a millionaire. And then people see you had a company that just went public. You build companies, you're building something that we just talked about is very important for the country, given our current times. But they don't see, like, unless you yourself are in a good spot, all that success and journey along the way is gonna be empty. And there's a lot of danger in that, right? Yes. What have you seen in all your years of doing business, of people that pursue it without taking care of themselves, like how ugly that can get?
Yeah, it didn't actually take off until I actually started taking care of myself. So, I mean, I tell the story. It's like I used to be 80 pounds heavier than what I am right now.
Bullshit. No way.
For real, yeah.
But you're so fit now.
I know, right? Thanks. I go on TV and like, that dude's jacked. I'm like, well, thanks. I show up in the black T-shirt on nationwide news media too. It's
amazing.
It's fun, but it's when I did that was like the start of the conversion from a lifestyle business into something that really mattered. Something that was really just to provide an income for myself, and was something that could really help millions of people. That's when I mean, it's kind of weird and backwards in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, but does it have to be?
Not at all.
No, it shouldn't be. It's just not the way we've been conditioned to think
for sure
about how to go about it.
When you really start like looking at yourself and caring about yourself, yourself,
Yep.
then you are able to care for other people.
Right.
It's like this glass right here, right? If I were to pour it full of water, people are like, oh, I have to give out of this. It's like, no. When you keep filling it up with stuff for you, it's the overflow that can help everybody else.
Right, and it stays full.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the excess comes
Got
out.
it.
Beautifully put, man.
Thanks,
Well, I wish you all the best with this endeavor.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, man. All right. So this is awesome. Now we're in this back private dinner area where everyone's congregating, networking right now. Incredible conversations. Like David, if you ever go to anything that David Meltzer puts on, you just know that the quality of human beings and how much like substance they have is going to be through the roof. Like every person you're meeting, including his daughter, all incredible people, all good people. So it's just been amazing conversation. It's a bummer we got to leave in about 45 minutes, but we're trying to get to David and a couple of other people to keep talking about this money concept and the pursuit of it. But we got to fight through all these crowds, but just incredible so far. This is the man who puts all of this together, builds the best community. Like I said, anything you ever go to of David, you know that the quality of human beings is going to be over the top in terms of substance. I could stay here all night talking with these people. But first, brother, thanks for having me. This was like
You're
a lot
part of the neighborhood.
I know, man, but it was a lot of fun. This has been like the best full day of enjoyment I've had, honestly. So many people are obsessed with the end game, pursuing money, pursuing all this success, and they trip up along the ways. You've seen people really mess it up. What do you say to that for people that are pursuing it but not stopping to actually either focus on the process, smell the roses, work on themselves?
Yeah, so I think it's ironic that we have Chris Gardner here.
Yeah, of course.
Because that idea of the pursuit of happiness says, I'll be happy when. In actuality, what I teach people is to enjoy the consistent everyday, persistent without quit, pursuit of their potential. So happiness becomes the pursuit, not something you pursue. And one of the cheat codes that I've learned is that there's a capability that we have to learn to love things. So if you can learn to love what you don't like, or you can learn to love what you don't love, or you learn to love what other people don't like or other people don't love by asking yourself not the end goal, not I'll be happy when, but for the sake of what am I doing this? Now I'm giving meaning and purpose to the activities in my day, still with goals and objectives, still doing my best, learning lessons and having fun, but without the distance of resistance between what I want or think I want in the activities of today, which is impossible for human beings to understand. We can never understand the outcomes of today and how they're going to impact us 20 years from now. Someone could leave you and you may today think this is the worst outcome of my life. Or like me, who's over $100 million and today think, oh my God, I'm the most punished human being. This is the worst thing that ever happened. 20 years from now, you look back going, oh my gosh, that saved my life. And so I want people to realize I give meaning to the past, align it with where I want to be, and I only worry about what am I doing now in the divine direction, in the divine time, and what should I do next in the divine direction, in the divine time, and I'm going to end up where I want to be or better.
Thanks, David. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate all you do, my man. All right, that is a wrap. We're back at the airport. We got a jam to make it back to San Francisco all in a day's work. We got in early this morning, full day. Now we're leaving. I think the biggest takeaway for everybody in all of this, in talking to so many successful people, and you guys heard it, there was a central theme that just kept coming up over and over again. It's having a good sense of who you are, a sense of fulfillment, an understanding of why you're doing what you're doing. If that's not clear, none of the other shit will matter. I've been there too. I've made money and lost money. And when I lost it, it hurt even more because I never even really had a purpose behind making it in the first place. I was just making it because it was coming easy. And all these guys said the exact same thing. Unless you're good here and here, doesn't matter how much money you make, you will fall. That's gonna be painful. So have a deeper understanding of who you are, do the work, don't forget about where you came from, stay humble, think about others, think about being in service to other people. The money will take care of itself. If the core values are there and you remain a good human being, you'll be wealthier than you can even imagine. So that's the lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Make sure you click to subscribe to my channel. Please like this vlog if you enjoyed it so that we can share it and make sure that it reaches other people. I'll see you guys on the next one. I got a flight to catch.